one of the biggest challenges is going to be sore feet and blisters. You know, you can lose toenails. Should be less of a problem, as I don't have any big toenails after the last run. So the problem with doing an ultramarathon unsupported is you've got to carry all your own gear. So I'm just going to talk through some of the gear choices. It's about a week to the run. Okay, we've got our Gore-Tex shoes. We've got our Asics Sonoma 6 Asics gel with arch support insole. What's got on the shoes? Oh yeah, we've got toe socks, 3 pairs to stop the blisters. That's inspired. Another thing that's inspired, we've got big pants. Now I wore these last time, and after just a few miles they get sodding wet, and you've got to carry them for days wearing wet pants. Is there a solution to that, I hear you ask? You're dang right there is. Swimming trunks, Lycra Speedos. So they are breathable, and they won't absorb any water, non-absorbent. Speedos, Godspeed.
Is he prepared? Better prepared this time? He certainly did a shopping spree. He's been on Amazon and bought all his equipment and shown it all off, but good equipment certainly doesn't make him an ultra-marathon runner all of a sudden. He'll be far more lubed. He's bought copious amounts of lube, so he'll be slippy, less chafing, but again, I just can't see it ending in a positive way.
In terms of preparation, on the organisational front, he looks like he's bought some good equipment and put some thought into that, so that's good. Unfortunately, however, it looks like his physical preparation is set him up for doing really well at an afternoon of playing darts in a pub, and that's about it.
Look, I don't want this to come off negative. Like, he's prepared as he can be, given his age and weight. But, he's bought a new bag.
Kev's idea of preparation is swapping out his underpants with a pair of swimming trunks. So no, he's not prepared enough.
I've got a kind of belief that I'm going to probably get to the end or close to the end. A lot of my mates think, I'm just eat pies, I'm quite out of shape, I'm quite fat, but it's like I've actually eaten an athlete. Inside I feel super fit, I play quite a lot of squash, and I think that's going to help. This is 24 hours to the run. Quite excited about tomorrow. I feel pretty prepared. This is my second training run up in the woods at Mugdup, and I appreciate I should have probably ran a bit more, but I'm not a big fan of running. But I've done quite a lot of fitness training over the last few months, so I feel super prepared and excited to get started tomorrow. this point in time, it's 100% guaranteed that I'm going to make it to Fort William. So. Rain's starting to get quite heavy, and it's going to get dark in the next hour or so. I think it's going to be hoofing it down till maybe midnight or so. So should be quite dark and quite wet until I get down to Loch Lomond, and I might look to change out of these clothes if I'm sodding through. I see Conic Hill over there. This is a little clear patch near Drimmen. I've just came through all the rain that side. Tiny clear patch, and then it's still hoofing it down in the Lomond Basin. Oh, come on, piece of piss. Just on top of the Conic Hill, just about head down into Balmaha. Should get down for 11ish. About 5 mile an hour from Milngavie, and then back on up the trails to Riverdennan. It should start to get light sometime past Inversnaid. Catch you in a bit.
Yeah, I've known Kev for about 19 years. We met at work. He was a lot thinner back then, a lot thinner. His motivation is pride. He's built this up for about, I don't know, 20 of the 19 years that I've known him, and time's running out, so he's probably quite worried about it by now. So Kevin, he's in A shape, yeah. He says he plays quite a lot of squash for preparation, which is probably worthwhile, as it'll be his reputation that gets squashed after this.
I grew up with Kev in Tinnilt, so I've known him for over 35 years. I've no idea what motivates him. I don't know why he keeps trying. No idea.
Yep, I've known Kev for about 25 years now, something like that. I've got no idea what motivates him to keep trying at this. Like, honestly, I don't. He talks about it all the time, and I still don't know. All I can imagine is that it is some desperate attempt for a middle-aged man to hang on to his youth.
I've known Kev since October 2022 when I started playing squash at Allender. He first came to my attention, I would say, when I noticed that he's what you would call a heavy sweater. What do I think motivates Kev to keep trying? I can only assume he's taken multiple life insurance policies out and he's looking to perhaps go missing, disappear, fake his own death, have his partner cash in the policies.
We might need to intervene and actually prevent him doing this. I don't think it's going to end well. I think there's a danger that it could be some long-lasting physical, maybe psychological damage. I mean, he's obsessed with this like that. It's all he talks about. I think it would be unwise for him to actually step foot out there again.
What a night that was. It basically started raining in Milngavie and it hasn't stopped. So utterly drenched, torrential all through the Balmaha horrible steps through to the Rob Royce Cave, but at Inversnaid it's early in the morning, the sun's just come up, thank God. And what are we up near the top of the loch somewhere? Catch up a bit. So we're just at the top of the loch, and all is fine. A little bit soaked through, but that's to be expected when it rains all night. That's absolutely to be expected. The only odd thing is a bit of chafing on the bum. Midges are bad here. So a little bit of Vaseline in between in the bum, and the only problem with that is every time I fart, break wind, for a split second I feel like I've shit myself, but it's just the Vaseline. I hope it's the Vaseline. If it's not, I'm wearing swimming trunks, so winner regardless. Man, the midges are terrible here. I'm going to keep going. So we're just in Vararnen, Binglass Farm. I can see it just over there. Just some tips for any other ultra-marathon runners, athletes like myself. I've obviously got on a pair of, I think the colloquial term is chub shorts, that stops, chubby people getting their legs chafed. That's fine for leg to leg, but there are other things that chafe. You've got testicle to leg. So that's where the swimming trunks have come into their own. The testicle to leg has not chafed. But one thing I would say about the swimming trunks, tight, very tight. So where the trunk edge meets the groin, Vaseline. That's the only way to do it, ultra runners, ultra marathon runners like me. That's the only way to do it. If you're going to go with the swimming trunk solution. Yeah. So yeah, doing well. We're just going to batter on. I think I'm not going to stop here. I might stop and get water, and then just keep going. In fact, I'm going to change my socks because I think it's a good time to change.
Physically, no, I don't think he's physically in the right shape to be doing this, or any other way. Remember when Eddie Izzard ran all those marathons? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. At least he did it.
When you consider that excess body fat is simply stored energy, then he's actually got the reserves to do it twice, actually.
Obviously not. The guy's 15 stone, doesn't train, and he's in terrible shape.
Do I think he's prepared enough? He's prepared for when he inevitably wets himself halfway through this monumental task, because he's packed swimwear. So the smell of that will be a reminder of how good an idea this was.
Is he in the right physical shape? Is round, rotund, a shape that's suitable for ultramarathons? I mean, being in a similar shape myself, I certainly when I attempt an ultramarathon, I really don't think Kev should be attempting it.
time drum. We got here about 11ish. I think this could be it. Feet are sore, legs are sore. I think it could well be another fourth failure, unfortunately. So, decided just to go for it. Hit Fort William. What's the worst can happen? Patched up the feet. Sun's out. Feeling good. Swimming trunks are doing really well. I don't know why more people don't wear swimming trunks. They're essentially the equivalent of a sports bra for ladies, but for the men's undercrackers. You know, they're tight. That's all I'll say. They're tight. Anyway, let's do this thing. Let's keep getting clearer. And I'm moving around the place. Check my look in the mirror. Change my clothes, my hair, my face. Ain't getting nowhere. Hey, just came that way. And I'm heading. There's Ben Doreen there, beside Bridge of Orkney. I've got absolutely nothing to say, unfortunately, because I'm so fully focused on getting to Fort William. Oh well, something we could discuss is bum chafing. So I've got these two sort of semicircular chafe areas where the bum cheeks they don't clap together, but they definitely there's a slight movement at the point of contact, and there's chafe, and it's not chafe like oh, like that's a chafing a bit. It's chafe like blood kind of chafe, which is I popped the Vaseline on it earlier in the green welly, and it just ended up with kind of blood on my hands. Really sticky Vaseline mixed with blood. So what I've decided to do about that is just completely ignore it. Just focus on getting to Fort William. So that's the strategy. So far, relatively straightforward. A little bit of running, a little bit of walking. Just pushing forward, trying to get to the fort. Catch you in a bit.
I've seen Kev lose interest halfway through an easy squash session of about 45 minutes. So I'm absolutely positive that he will not be able to run 100 miles.
Do I think he'll manage it? He won't manage it. No, it's too long. He's got wee legs. So he thinks he's doing 100 miles, but by my calculation, he's probably doing about 200 miles.
Well, as you say, he's tried this 3 times before, when he was younger and fitter. So will he do it on the 4th time? No.
Physically, do I think Kev's ready for a 100-mile ultra-marathon? I really don't think so. I actually think it's unwise for him to even attempt this time round. He's a bit older, he's certainly not in better shape. I think it's only going to end in failure again.
So we're somewhere over around Moor. Next stop will be King's House, and then up over the Devil's Staircase. Oh. King's House just over there. I've got absolutely nothing to say, which is a surprise. Quite wet and cold. I think my digestive system stopped working because I just can't get food to warm me up. It's just kind of stopped. But hey ho, battering on anyway. Next stop, King's House, and batter on to Kinlochleven. So, got into Kinlochleven about 11:30 last night. Absolutely mentally shattered though. So I went for a sleep in this public toilet on a campsite that was open, and I feel magic now. I went for a sleep for an hour, and I've just got all my stuff repacked, and I'm gonna give it a blast over to Fort William for another 5 hours. So it's just sometime after 5. I've just worked my way up through Kinlochleven and then the two sort of dogleg glens that kick around at high level on the south of the moors, and then it just cuts round one of the mountains up ahead here and then swings back towards Glen Nevis. So that's the plan. Hopefully in an hour or two. I'm going really slow, sadly. Had quite an odd experience coming down the back of the Devil's Staircase, where I had just fatigued, too tired probably, and I just wanted to go to sleep at the back of the Devil's Staircase, and it was hoofing it down with rain, so I managed to keep going. But there was an odd thing. It was the first time I've ever experienced it, where I was having these hallucinations that the rocks on the path were turning into stuff. I never mentioned it to anyone in case they start freaking out, but like yeah, it was like some of the rocks where it looked like people lying down, and then I could see dogs moving around, and so it was a struggle. I was going slow, super knackered, and then you have to drop about 1,500 feet or something down into Kinlochleven. So that was just tiredness, I think, from being days and days awake. So I found a little campsite toilet and then just got about an hour and a bit sleep, and then a chance to patch up my feet and sort my life out. And it was amazing the difference after that. So I've just been popping along this glen, trying to get this thing done. I've just been drinking liquid food, but even that is really difficult to stomach now. I think I've had too much intake and it's not going anywhere, so it feels really high in the chest. So that's a problem. Digestion goes to pot when you do 100-ish miles. Anywho, not long now. Ben Nevis is up in front of me here. I'm not walking up that. So heading down into Fort William. Catch you.
I think it'll end at about mile 59 in a very embarrassing emotional and physical capitulation. Good luck with it. Try your best. You know, as and when you fail at it, don't feel like you've let anyone down, because nobody gives a shit.
Ultra-marathon, is that what he's calling it? No, I don't think it's a good idea to run 100 miles through the day and night. You know, he's more SEAL than Navy SEAL.
Do you have any advice or words of wisdom? I would say, no matter what, just say that you did it, because we've no way of proving. Just say that you did it, and we can all move on.
Poorly. Best guess, he's going to end up in a puddle of his own sweat and tears in or around Tyne Drum, like before and before. Words of advice. Stay home.
This was for all my friends that have inspired me along the way for this journey.
Hello.
Smashed it. How's the Donald?
You okay?
I'm glad that's over with. I'm glad I don't have to do it again. Shall we throw some shapes and get the heck out of here? So that's the West Highland Way complete. I've had a shower, cleaned up, absolutely destroyed though, so just going to head upstairs to bed. I couldn't have done this without the support of you guys, so I'm just glad it's finished.
I don't think it's a good idea. It's probably the worst idea since Adolf came up with a perfect solution.